Hey, what's going on, everybody? Um, Figured I'd try the last menu item in the entire MRE lineup, and that is menu 24 Southwest style beef and black beans. Uh, I tell you what, this is a massive filling ration. It's very heavy for a single meal. I don't know if you can see, but you can just see how thick it is. Uh, It definitely feels like there's a lot going on inside of it. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what we got going on. It's a it's a rather heavy, dense filling ration. So I'm kind of curious to see what's going on inside this one. Finally got through the peelable seal. This one here was, they really had that seal pretty sealed up. Holy crap, look at that. That's a lot of stuff in that one. It's almost like a 24-hour ration. Mariqual, man, they really hooked you up on this one. Feels like there's a lot of stuff going on. See, we have another, some kind of a chocolate drink, possibly. We'll get into it there. Alrighty. So here's our main, the Southwest style, Southwest beef and black beans. 287th day, 2015. I don't know if it's, there it is. So that's another late in the year production. And we have another raspberry applesauce. I know that's good. I just did that in my last review. Here's our accessory packet. Looks like we get another lemonade beverage base in that, so we'll have to get the another solo cup. Oh wow, I haven't had this yet. Here's a trans fat free MRE lemon poppy seed pound cake. That's going to be interesting. Try that out. Oh, here's another new one. Turkey nuggets. That's going to be interesting. Probably be greasy too. And we have some tortillas. Some cheese spread. Oh, and it's not really a chocolate drink, but it's a mocha cappuccino instant pot. That's going to be good. MRE spoon. And our tried and true flameless ration heater. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the main and the FRH over here. Hopefully this FRH will be as active as the last one. I think what I'm going to do, I'm definitely going to put that main in there. Let's see. Hopefully we got salt. I'm sure we do. Yeah. Get our salt out of the accessory packet. There it is. Go ahead and drop our salt down in there. Oops. Spilt a little. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get our main put in there. And I think what I'm going to do with this one, I don't know if this is the way to do this one or not, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and throw those tortillas in there too, and heat those tortillas up. I think those tortillas will do a little bit better heated up in the FR8. We'll go ahead and fold this pack down some to try to make it easier to stuff in there if it's possible. I would like to try and get this in there if it's possible. I definitely want to have some somewhat warmed up tortillas. I think those would be pretty good. Alright, we got our 2 items in the FRA. Let's go ahead and open up our canteen. Get our canteen opened up here. We're going to get some water down in that FRH and get it cooking. Alright. Should be right about right. Stuff that down in the sleeve there. If at all possible. Alright. Got that assembly all put together now. Got our FRH in there. We'll go ahead and lay it flat and try to get that water on that heating element and get both those items cooking off there. Don't really hear anything yet. And I'll put enough water in there. I went almost up to the upper line on that. Since there's 2 items, I figured a little bit of extra water with the salt would help this thing out some. I don't know. Well, we'll lay that down flat over there for a minute and let that thing start cooking off. Maybe it'll do its thing here after a little bit. Who knows? We'll go ahead and get this cappuccino, mocha cappuccino going here. Whoops. Forgot to put our fill line on there. Go ahead and make our fold our pack down and make our internal fill line here. Let's see what they got. I think that's about it. Yeah. Alright, I should be right on that fill line. Go ahead and fold that over a couple of times. Give that a nice shake, just like always. Kind of squeeze the corners down there, kind of make sure you get some of that powder that might be trapped down the corners, get it up into water there. Alright, let's set that off to the back there and let it kind of sit there and do its thing while that FRH may do something, I don't know. Hey, look. I forgot to eat all my Reese Pieces from the other ration review. So I got a little extra snack going on here. Go ahead and get our lemon beverage base, and we'll go ahead and get a solo cup for that. Get our water in there. Go ahead and crack open our MRE spoon to stir that up with. Check on that FRH again, see if we got any action going on. Uh-oh. I don't know. We haven't got a lot of anything going on with this FRH. We might have come across our first dud. I don't still don't feel any heat, and usually by now this thing ought to be pretty hot. I don't feel a thing going on inside there. I believe it's trying to work though, because I do hear it sizzling in there. Usually this thing would be pretty hot right now. I don't know. It's trying to do something. I feel. Okay, yeah, it's starting to get warm on the bottom, so we'll go ahead and set that over on our rock or something. It's just going to be a slow acting FRH. The last FRH, it was wild. This FRH is just kind of taking its time. Go ahead and get our poppy seed pound cake opened up here. Make sure that oxygen absorber ain't on there when you get it. You can see the little square place where that is. Look at that thing. That is a rather dense MRE dessert right there. Let's give it a taste test and see what's going on with it. Oh wow. That poppy seed cake is going to go good with this lemonade beverage base, that's for sure. Very good 2 items right there. Let's get our turkey notes opened up here and see what that interesting thing is. And you literally get like 5 pieces of turkey nuggets. They might only, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, I think there's only 5 pieces in there. They are definitely not not gonna let you gorge on those by no means. You might eat one here and eat one there, and keep them close by, but you're not gonna get full off of those by no means. Good grief! You might even have to have you're gonna have to break out your field knife just to open these things up. They're gonna make you work for it. Well, I'll break out my field knife, which is a Case XX. That ought to do the trick. Yep. That knife sliced right through that plastic like it wasn't there. My opinion is on pocket knives. I've had a bunch of different brands over the years, and for some reason I just keep going back to the good old trusty Case brand. If you can find you a good Case XX USA made pocket knife, you won't find much better, in my opinion. I always seem to go back to the Case brand. I don't know why. And I've had like Gerber's, and I've had Buck, and some of the other brands, and I just go back to Case. I've had a Case knife. I think was my first real pocket knife. My dad got it for me for my birthday when I was like 14 years old. And I kind of fell in love with the Case brand from there on, and I always go back to it. So here's your turkey nugget. It's a very greasy looking turkey nugget. Let's go ahead and give it a try and see what's going on with it. Not bad. It's really smoky. The nuggets aren't really that tender. It's like, I don't know, it's really smoky, but it's got good flavor to it. Yeah, this is made the packed the 230th day of 2015. There's no real brand on them, so I guess it's just military brand turkey nuggets. But it'll give you something to do, while you're kind of waiting for your main to heat up, which apparently they did decide to give you a slower reacting ration heater just for that purpose. We'll go ahead and heat up our cheese spread here. While we're kind of waiting, our applesauce back there. The applesauce I just did in the ration or the MRE review just before this one had that same applesauce, and I loved it. The stuff was awesome. Get that cheese spread up. If you don't need this cheese spread up, what'll happen when you open it up, it'll just be like a very weird consistency. The oils will separate out of it, and you'll just get this very, very weird, non-familiar substance that comes out of that, and you won't really know what to do with it. Oh yeah. The FRH is nice and hot now. finally decided to take off on us. Get that up a little bit. Yeah, that I'm kind of glad that FRH decided to take off. So back to thought we found our first dud FRH when in all reality we still have a working FRH. Just took a little bit longer. Still got some of my Reese's pieces left over from the last ration. I forgot to take them and eat them off, but we'll go ahead and munch on these some too. Almost time for more water in that canteen. I think I'm definitely going to have to get me the real deal canteen, because it just seems like that canteen doesn't hold that much water. It's definitely smaller than a U.S. military issue canteen. I think they hold what, about a liter? Something like that. Maybe half a liter. I don't know. It's been forever since I had one. I don't even remember how much water they actually hold. I guess we'll go ahead and pop another turkey nugget out here and munch on that. Sorry, I was chewing on a turkey nugget there, but I figured what I'd do is I'd showcase my case knife I was talking about there just a little bit ago. This is the one that I use right now. It's a Case XX, USA made. I found this. I stopped at a gas station. Kind of local to me. I know Old Smokey, he lives up in Mason, West Virginia, so he probably knows exactly where this gas station's at. But it's it's an Exxon gas station they put in on Route 62 going up toward Mason from Point Pleasant. Point Pleasant's about a half-hour drive from my house is Point Pleasant. Probably a lot of people don't know much about Point Pleasant, but if you've ever come across the Mothman, the old Mothman legend of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, that's the town I'm talking about. The Mothman seems to put the town in familiarity to a lot of people that's not normally from this area. But yeah, Old Smokey, he's from up Mason, West Virginia, which is about 8 miles above Point Pleasant. And it's across the river, right straight across the river from Pomeroy, Ohio. But anyway, that gas station on that road, Route 62, I went in there, stopped in there to get something to eat or get something to drink, and I had to use the bathroom. So I stopped in there to take care of both those things. And when I went up to the register to pay for my drink, I noticed I had this knife case sitting there on the counter at the registers. And I got to looking in there, and I was like, man, I wonder if I can find me a good pocket knife. And I started looking in there, and they had Case brand pocket knives in there. And a lot of them in there was USA made, and there was like Case XX and stuff. And this one's a rather large case knife too. Like the other one I had was a little itty bitty knife, but this is like made for my man size hands, real big. Yeah, I started looking at those knives, and they, they didn't have the the cheapest price on them, but for a good pocket knife, it's the quality of Case XX. I don't mind paying the price for it. I'd rather pay the price and get a good knife, and then pay the price and get a crappy knife. So yeah, that's where that knife came from. The Old Smoky surely knows the gas station I'm talking about. If he watches this video, he'll know where to get him a good pocket knife now. But yeah, I think this FRH is kind of went ahead and did its thing there, about as good as it'll probably do. So we'll go ahead and crack it open and get into the main and the tortillas there. See what we got going on in here. Might help if I use the correct turn notch. Yeah, the FRH heated those tortillas up fairly well. I don't really see any steam rolling out of that heating element. I don't even think I got all the heating elements soaked on that. Oh well. I mean the main didn't get very, very, very hot, but it got hot enough. Can't really expect a whole lot when you try and heat two items up like that. I'm not very good at doing that yet. Oh wow, I forgot to show y'all. I mean, I just seen tortillas and I thought they were your standard tortillas, but when I opened them up, these are Chipotle tortillas. That is going to be awesome. Chipotle tortillas are like, man, that's awesome. Go ahead and open up our cheese spread. I'm going to definitely want to put some cheese spread on there. We're going to make us a really mighty fine wrap here. Well, I believe I'm going to have to get the case knife out again. I hope I got that opened up. Nope. Still sealed. Got her now. Got cheese on the blade. Yeah, alrighty. So we got our cheese opened up here. I was actually kind of glad to get something this time without peanut butter in it. Nothing against peanut butter, but after about the third or fourth menu in a row of eating peanut butter, you kind of gets old on you a little bit. Alrighty. Beef and black bean. Oh my gosh, there's all kinds of goodies going on inside of that. Go ahead and get our spoon cleaned off here. That's what we got going on inside there. There's black beans, there's corn, beef, probably a little bit of tomato and a little bit of pepper in there or something. Give it a taste and see if we need to add anything to it. Maybe just a dash of salt. This is like the perfect filling to make us a nice Southwest burrito style meal here. You got these Chipotle tortillas. I can't believe they come with chipotle ones. I've never seen those before. I thought they were just your standard tortillas. I'll go ahead and spoon some of this out here. About like that. Trying to do all this without spilling anything. Go ahead and squirt some cheese spread into that. Make us a mighty fine meal here. Roll that up. Trying to grab two of them. Let's go ahead and take a bite of this and see what kind of creation we just created. I'll tell you what, we just created a mighty fine meal right there. We made like some kind of a burrito type deal. I don't know what you'd call it, but it is really good. And to the troops that actually were born and raised in the Southwest, this is going to be the menu that they're definitely going to try and fight people over for sure. That is some of the most mighty fine Southwest style cuisine probably that I've ever had, and I'm sure that this is probably one of the better menus out of Case B so far. Yesterday's menu was pretty good too. Case B has a lot of good menus in it so far that I found, and Case A does too. Let's go ahead and give our mocha cappuccino a try here. That's probably going to be our last component to try. I just did the applesauce yesterday, and it definitely doesn't disappoint. It's definitely good. Oh yeah. Once again, we have discovered a very good MRE review. Anybody out there, if you want to try this menu without, buying a whole case to get it, I'm sure you can find it as an individual meal. It'll probably cost you around $7 or $8, I would imagine. But yeah, definitely search this one up and try to find it and seek it out. Comes with a lot of good stuff. You won't be disappointed. All right, I think that's going to do it on this MRE review. Like I said, this is the last menu item out of both cases. That's in the lineup. Or not in the lineup, but that's the MRE's offer. I definitely got way more MREs to do, but yeah, this is the last menu number in the whole lineup. So, yeah, this is an awesome one. I'm gonna definitely be eating every bit of this one. And I did the last one too. I always eat every bit of every MRE and ration that I open up, so you don't have to worry about nothing going to waste or anything. That's for sure. But yeah, that's going to be it on this one. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Like I said before. Yeah, we'll catch you later on the next MRE review. Later.